The Carno That Smiles is an interesting shadow creature due to the fact that it likes to cause mischief to those around it. The shadow resembles a Carnotaurus with longer arms, a sinister smile, and an almost goblin-like appearance. It also releases some type of chemical that causes those around it to become troublesome. When the team attempted to capture the Carno, it got knocked out very quickly, and the team was able to safely bring it back to the lab. However, unknown to the team, the Carno only faked being unconscious and was waiting for the right moment to strike. When the team put the Carno in its enclosure, that's when the trouble began. The shadow set its plan into motion, and it started breathing heavily, almost like a wheeze. One of the scientists noticed this and thought it was a case of asthma. What was really going on was that the Carno was releasing its special chemical into the air. It didn't take effect until 15 minutes later when one of the scientists noticed her coworker flipping her desk before laughing a maniacal laugh. As time went on, more and more members of the team started becoming mischievous and causing trouble. One scientist, the one that initially noticed the wheezing, isolated himself in a chemical-proof chamber and tried to call for help, but by then, the chemical had reached the entire lab. It didn't just hit the team, it hit the dinosaurs as well, and many of the shadows were going crazy and becoming troublesome. All except the Carno That Smiles. For some reason, the chemical seemed to have no effect on it whatsoever. The scientist then grabbed a gas mask before venturing through the lab to look for the Carno. He could see everyone was going crazy, throwing desks and chairs at each other, along with breaking things and spilling things. He then noticed the Carno, who gave the scientist a sly grin. He realized he needed to find a way to get rid of the chemical, but didn't know how. Then the scientist remembered the safety protocol if any emergencies were to ever happen. He went to the emergency room and released a counter gas that put all the dinosaurs and other members of the team that were running around to sleep. This angered the Carno, and it broke out of its cage and attempted to kill the scientist. Luckily, the Carno comes in just in time and knocks the Carno out with its club tail. When everyone woke up, the effect wore off and they looked around at their surroundings. The Carno was still unconscious, and the scientist explained what happened to the other team members. They immediately brought the Carnotaurus to a more secure enclosure, which would prevent the chemicals from ever being released throughout the facility again.